Ba-na-na-na-na-na. Hey, ba-dum-bum-bum. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, welcome to a very special KocoSports. Feels weird saying KocoSports. We are live on Twitch, KocoSports, archived on YouTube, KocoSports. And this is a Stump the Idiot. We just did a Christmas watch party. Merry Christmas. The Ninja Turtles say Cowabunga Christmas. And we are doing a Stump the Idiot after our AEW watch party here on Twitch. This is brought to our guy, Golden Star Alex. It says, Stump the Idiot. Should AEW buy Ring of Honor? If yes, should they buy only the tape library or should they buy the whole company? This is a great question. I think without a doubt they should buy it. They should definitely get it for the tape library because you could sell it on Fight TV or wherever you go, or eventually start your own streaming network. There's so many streaming networks that cable's starting to sound like a good idea. Like in the beginning it was like, all right, we got Netflix and WWE and New Japan. All right, now we got Disney Plus. We got Paramount fucking touches butts. I don't know. There's so many fucking streaming services that it got to the point where it's like, oh, I can't wait for cable. They're gonna put them all together and then have cable. So there you go. Or should it buy the whole company? I mean, the tape, you probably get the tape library with the whole company, and there's probably not much of a difference. I mean, the ROH titles do have history. We were talking about this during the stream, that maybe the ROH title stays in existence, like the IWGP title, and it just, if other leagues such as AEW, Impact, New Japan, and, you know, GCW and leagues around the world took it seriously, AAA, it might be able to be like a legit world title and keep the tradition alive. The fact that the champ is going to be wrestling on Impact, it gives me a little bit of hope that it will return. Or it could be the NXT of AEW. I would just buy the whole company, because just buying a tape library, because if you buy just the tape library and they start the company up again, you just have the classic shit, and you'll have something like the OG Eagles and the Hokkaido Red Eagles, where like you own everything, but you can't say you do. So I just buy the whole company, and Khan is smart enough to realize that. But yeah, there is value in the title. There's value in the tape library, and who knows, maybe send down your guys. So it should be very interesting. But yeah, I think the fact that the ROH title is being on Impact pay-per-view gives me more hope than I did earlier. Because I was like, all right, this is the last ROH pay-per-view. See ya, it's over. But if I was Tony Khan, I would definitely buy it. Just because you want to have that history. You want to have that video library. So it would be kind of special. But yeah, so there you go. Golden Star says, hello, YouTube. Fuck the revival. Golden Star Alex, ROH world title, traveling like the NWA title used to. Yeah, I'd love that. It would be pretty amazing. And so, yeah, overall, I think AEW should buy it. Will they? I don't know. But, I mean, being on Sinclair, I don't think will help them in their future. And being bought by WWE, as a to bash Vince McMahon, but just look at history. If you were an ECW fan, are you happy what they did with the ECW? If you're a WCW fan, were you happy what they did with WCW? If you're an Evolve fan, are you happy what they did with Evolve? You know, I think if you're an ROH fan, you're an ROH fan for a reason, because you don't enjoy the WWE product. And them buying it, I mean, would they even buy it? Do they have value in it? I mean, because they don't even have the WWE network anymore in America. So you have a tape library, okay. You're going to give it to Paramount or whatever the fucking NBC is? The Peacock? I don't know. I kind of think WWE out, because they're, you know, Vince is selling his house. Vince is firing everyone. Vince is just trying to make profit. Buying Ring of Honor just for have extra content and bury it doesn't seem the mindset he's in right now. So Tony Khan would get it. The only reason I see WWE buying ROH tape libraries for guys like Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, etc. Yeah, that's a possibility too. Yeah, so that's a good point. But I don't know. I think it would just be more valuable to AEW at this point. But yeah, You could just, and not only that, but you could build up stories and stuff, especially with Kevin Owens re-signing, Seth Rollins being a chosen one. Yeah, I guess you could tell great stories. And you could also sell the DVDs. The ROH fan base has always been a big DVD seller, and WWE loves selling DVDs. So, yeah, I guess there is. Maybe I'm just more rooting for AEW, but the fact that Vince is doing anything for profit, I don't know if this is it. And plus, he's kind of getting away from NXT and smaller great wrestlers. He's going more towards Hulk Hogan's than Shawn Michaels. And, the style of wrestling in ROH doesn't match his vision. So if they don't want to have NXT be the black and gold league, why would they want ROH? So to me, I think it's AEW or Ring of Honor just comes back. Now my question is, the last 2-3 years at Wrestle Kingdom, I always meet up with an ROH friend, and I always ask him, is it worth watching? And the last 2-3 years, he's like, I love ROH. It's not worth watching. And they lost a lot of guys. So, hear me on this one. What if ROH does return? Do you watch it? I mean, maybe we watch it at first, but all the main guys are going to AEW. You don't have you don't have Samoa Joe, but Daniel Bryan. Sorry, I didn't bring up Samoa Joe. I just love him and miss him. That's all. But Daniel Bryan and CM Punk, them going to ROH would have put a huge shot in the arm, but they're all in AEW now. So, yeah, I have no idea. I think AEW buys it, or the return is going to be disappointing. And I think if WWE buys it, it's just to say, fuck you. And I don't think Vince McMahon's in that business anymore. Vince is in the business of, I'll do anything for profit. So, and he's just going to keep cutting and cutting and cutting. I would be shocked if Vince bought it. So, but yeah, if I was AEW, I'd definitely buy it. Because you need history. You need some type of tape collection. And to me, ROH fits AEW style of pro wrestling way more than it fits WWE style of pro wrestling. Anyway, we are still streaming live on KocoSports. This will be archived on YouTube, KocoSports. So make sure to check us out. Hexkid Hockey says Dynamite Rampage ROH. Let's fucking go. Heck yeah. So YouTube, like, comment, subscribe. Twitch, you stay right there because we're getting ready for a Yokohama Grits game. Probably some NHL. So, YouTube KocoSports, we'll be doing more and more updates. I got one more semester till I retire. And we always doing live watch parties on Twitch KocoSports. You guys know anything, YouTube and Twitch, they love each other. They love teamwork. That's what it always says in my contract. It's like, hey, man, you know what I really love? I was like, what's that, Twitch? When you record stuff and archive it on YouTube. He's like, you love that? And I'm like, oh, yeah. I got a fucking stiffy check mark, if you know what I mean. That's never happened. But anyway, if you're on YouTube, check out Twitch. If you're on Twitch, check out YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe. Twitch, you stay right there. YouTube, with that, I am over. Hey, ba-dum-bum.